Hello and welcome back. Today we're tackling a Leetcode problem with a bit of a long name. Find minimum operations to make all elements divisible by 3. It's marked as an easy problem, and it's a great one for practicing basic math logic and modulus operations. We'll break it down step by step, so let's jump in. Here's the setup. We are given a list of integers, let's call it nums. We are allowed to perform a specific operation. We can take any number in that list and either add one to it or subtract one from it. Our goal is to do this the minimum number of times, so that every single number in the list becomes divisible by 3. So for each number we want to fix it with the fewest moves possible. Before we look at code, let's just think about the math. For any number, we want it to be a multiple of 3. This means if we divide it by 3, the remainder should be 0. We can change the number by adding or subtracting 1. So for each number in our list, we just need to ask, is it quicker to add until we hit a multiple of 3, or subtract until we hit a multiple of 3? Or maybe it's already good to go. Let's walk through an example to see this in action. Say our list is 1, 2, 3, and 4. We look at the first number, 1. It's not divisible by 3. We could subtract 1 to get to 0, or add 2 to get to 3. Subtracting 1 is just one move, so that's optimal. Next is 2. We could subtract 2 to get to 0, or add 1 to get to 3. Adding 1 is just one move, so we do that. 3 is already divisible by 3, so 0 operations there. Finally, 4. 4 is just 1 away from 3, so we subtract 1. So putting that all together, for the number 1, we used one operation. For 2, we used one operation. 3 cost us nothing, and 4 cost us one operation. If we sum those up, 1 plus 1 plus 0 plus 1, we get a total of 3 operations. That's our answer. Notice a pattern? Any number that wasn't already a multiple of 3 cost us exactly one move. Just a heads up, I'll be explaining the logic using Python first, because it's quite readable. But if you use Java, C++, or JavaScript, hang tight. I've included full solutions for those languages at the very end of the presentation, so you can grab the code that works for you. The editorial calls this the traversal approach. Basically, for every number x we have two paths. Path 1 is to go up to the next multiple of 3. The distance there is 3, minus the remainder of x divided by 3. Path 2 is to go down to the previous multiple. The distance there is just the remainder itself. For each number we calculate both distances, and pick the smaller one. Then we just add all those minimums together. That's the theory. Now let's see how this translates into actual code. I'll show you the Python solution provided in the editorial, which is very compact. Here is the Python solution. It's a concise one-liner using a generator expression. We iterate through each number x in our list nums. For each number, we calculate min of x modulo 3 and 3 minus x modulo 3. This finds the shortest distance to a multiple of 3. Finally, we sum all these minimum costs up to get our final answer. Let's look closer at that min function, because there's a hidden simplification here. If a number is divisible by 3, the remainder is 0. So we compare 0 and 3. The minimum is 0. Correct. If the remainder is 1, we compare 1 and 2. The minimum is 1. If the remainder is 2, we compare 2 and 1. The minimum is still 1. So essentially, if a number is not divisible by 3, the cost is always exactly 1. If it is divisible, the cost is 0. So how efficient is this? Well, the time complexity is big O of n, where n is the number of items in our list. We have to look at each number exactly once to check its remainder. The space complexity is big O of 1, or constant space, because we aren't creating any new data structures. We're just keeping a running total. It's as fast as it gets. Alright, that covers the logic using Python. As promised, for those of you who prefer other languages, I'm about to show the full solutions for Java, C++, and JavaScript. I'll implement these using the simplified logic we just discovered. Just count the numbers that aren't divisible by 3. You can pause on your language of choice. Here is the Java solution. Notice we just loop through the array. And if the number modulo 3 is not 0, we increment our operations counter. Simple and effective. Pause here if you need to copy it. And here is the C++ version. It looks almost identical to the Java one. We use a range-based for loop to check each number. If it's not cleanly divisible by 3, it costs us one operation. Finally, here is the JavaScript solution. Same logic applies here. We iterate over the list, check the remainder, and add to our total count if needed. So wrapping up, This problem is a great example of how understanding the properties of numbers can simplify your code. The modulo operator is the star of the show here. By realizing that we are only ever one step away from a multiple of 3, either adding 1 or subtracting 1, we turned a minimization problem into a simple counting problem. Alright, before we go, I want to quickly share a personal project I built to solve a problem that drove me crazy. It's called My Daily To-Do. I hated using regular to-do apps, where I had to retype go to the gym or study Leetcode every single day. So I built this app to handle routine tasks differently. You set them once, and they automatically reset every morning. For everything else, like fix that bug, you use one-off tasks which disappear forever once you check them off. It's simple, but it changes everything. You can try it for free on the web using the link in the description. And just to be clear, right now the app is completely free. No ads, no subscriptions. You can even use the presets feature to save entire lists of tasks and load them instantly, perfect for different days of the week. I plan to make creating new presets a premium feature later to support the channel, but if you create your presets now, they are yours to keep and use forever. So go build your perfect setup while it's free. If you want to keep practicing, check out my playlists. I've organized videos by difficulty, easy, medium, and hard, and by topics like sliding window or dynamic programming. It's a great way to focus your study time. Just check the playlist tab on my channel. Also, I've started a second channel called Leetcode Unlocked, where I post even more solutions that don't make it to this main channel. If you're serious about interview prep, you'll want to subscribe to that one too. The link is down below. I hope this breakdown helped you understand the problem. If it did, please hit the like button and subscribe for daily videos. If you have questions, drop a comment, I read them all. And if you want to support the channel, check out the links in the description for the gear I use, or you can buy me a boba. Keep coding, and I'll see you in the next video.